a super Sunday to each and every single one of you. And I know I have not been on here much, especially this channel, over the last while, but sometimes plans get somewhat uprooted, pardon the pun. Anyway, what can I tell you? Well, more or less, 1 week ago was my nice big August trail running race, in which I can say the first 2.5 kilometers went exceptionally well, and then I hit a major snag. That major snag, oh, have a quick look over here. Pomegranates are starting to get ripe. And I'm here in the city of Granada, and as most of you already know, the Spanish word Granada means pomegranate. Anyway, getting back to the trail race. First 2.5 k's went superbly. Then I hit a panic attack, the origins of which I'm needing to obviously unpack with my therapist over the course of the next couple of weeks. But basically, as a trance athlete and being able to pin a number on my chest that didn't include my dead name for the first time, and taking part in the women's division for the first time, I've obviously subconsciously been impacted by all of the trans women in sports rhetoric that has been permeating the news lately. So I started the trail race right at the back at the start line lineup, and started at my normal comfortable pace, settling into a nice comfortable pace. And by the time I got to 2.5 kilometers, the realization set in that me running at my normal pace, I'd inadvertently overtaken many of the cisgender women that were running, me being the only trans person in the entire event. And by overtaking all of the cis people, there was this panic realization set in that if I finish ahead of the cis women, I could potentially be accused of taking spots away from the cis women. Not that I was in any way challenging any of the podiums, I was way behind that, but just the mere fact of overtaking cis women put me into a complete state of panic. And my panic attack was such that my airway closed up, couldn't breathe. Without the ability to breathe, I couldn't run either, so my pace suddenly tumbled from 6 minutes a k. Now, bearing in mind that my normal walking speed is 12 minutes a k, and I wasn't even able to do that. The restriction to my breathing forced me to slow down to 15 minutes a k, and surprisingly enough, the moment the last of the cis women overtook me about 1 kilometer from the finish line, magically my airway reopened like that, and I could continue along for the last kilometer, and even in the last half kilometer, bring my pace back up to my normal comfortable 6 minutes a kilometer, and finish running exactly the same pace that I had at the beginning. So taking that into account, there's certainly a whole lot to be able to unpack psychologically. But now, looking ahead, I don't have any races coming up, but I've set myself a target of getting my 5k time back down to under 30 minutes, something that I haven't done in about probably close to 10 years, and definitely something that I've gotten nowhere close to since starting my transition. And part and parcel of that, especially taking into account my panic attacks and breathing struggles and things like that, is I'm using 6 minutes a kilometer as my baseline pace, and for the next couple of weeks, as a way of establishing that baseline pace, doing it in a couch to 5k type of format. And so that's going to be my training over the next couple of weeks, is doing 2 or 3 long runs per week, using 6 minutes a kilometer as the run segments of a run walk couch to 5k style of program, which will hopefully establish me very comfortably at 6 minutes a kilometer for my sub 35k, and be able to get my sub 30 done before the winter snow set in. That's the next phase of plan. Next potential number on my chest could potentially be one of the San Silvestre races that happen towards the end of December, and those are normally around about a 5 or 6 kilometer distance. But there again, I'd need to contact each of the organizers individually to find out whether or not I'd be able to participate as a transathlete. But that will be a video for another day. I'm already up at nearly 8 minutes, so let me wrap this up. Wish you a superb training week. Let me know what your next fitness goals are, and let's keep each other motivated to keep taking steps forward to being our best and fittest versions of ourselves. Till next time, take care, keep training, stay hydrated. Bye.